Appreciate that, and I didn't plan to speak on these couple things, but it's good to have you here tonight, Commissioner. And if you'd be interested in meeting with me after the meeting,
use the mic, Rich.
if you'd be interested in meeting with me after the meeting, I believe that there are allegations of election rigging in Delhi that we could discuss. I also didn't plan on speaking about flock cameras, but I recently, last time I heard from this board on flock cameras, we had a handful of them tracking the coming and going at the entrances and exits of Delhi. We now have 20 flock cameras that I understand in Delhi. That guy said there's one at the Chipotle. I became curious about it again when I saw one at Speedway. I did a little research. It's my understanding that maybe not the Delhi flock cameras, but some flock cameras will offer you technology like tracking technology. These are the things that scare Fourth Amendment advocates. Also technology, some of those cameras, as I understand it, can be hacked to hack your cell phone in your car computer. Some insurance companies, you plug in the computer thing, it's monitoring your driving, saying how you drive. They can hack into that. If you have a laptop in your car, it can be used to hack into that. So these are all safety concerns that, in a private sector, a private company, the liability related to things that can be exposed and how that can be used are real security concerns. And so I would throw that out there. I want to go on to what I originally wanted to speak about, and I had a couple speeches picked out tonight, and I chose the nicer of the two. But as it was pointed out tonight, public participation is a good thing, and I've heard that from the chair a few times. And part of public participation is coming up and speaking. For some people, it's just coming to the meeting. And for some people, if you can't make it to the meeting, it's going on the YouTube channel and getting the thing that you don't have to do, but because some trustees found value in it, we posted on our YouTube website. And so my character was recently attacked by our township administrator using views as a reason, the reason I do things are for views. Chief Doug knows I've communicated to him that the things I do is because I feel I was called by God to do them. Not that I execute those things flawlessly, but I believe that calling was perfection. My actions, though, are flawed. But when I look at it, and I look at that YouTube channel where people go to view and participate in public, and I compare it to my YouTube channel that he attacks my character by saying I only do it for views. I have 5 times the number of subs that this body has on their YouTube channel. Max views on one video in Delhi's channel is 1.4 thousand. My max views is over 16,000. But we shouldn't compare that because it's a little bit of apples to oranges or apples to crab apples or whatever. But if we just look at the Delhi Township website, you're going to see my image on 2 videos and only 2 videos, the cover image that you see when you go to the video section of the website. And those 2 videos I'd like to talk about for a minute. Of the hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know, videos we have out there, 2 of the top 4 videos in the last 6 years are those 2 videos. 2 of the top 6 videos in the history of the YouTube Delhi website are those 2 videos with my image as the cover image and my speech as a central focus point of that video. So I understand some people in a certain context, views can be negative. If you catch me picking my nose out in the street on video and you put it out there, I'm gonna be like, man, that's negative. Your views are negative. But views generally are positive, and I would even speculate from a truth perspective, views are almost always positive. And I would speculate that the views we're getting, it's hard to get 500 views on Delhi website. If there's a video with 500 plus views on Delhi website, it's one of 2 things. It's either a fire department video, like the levy, like the video right after the levy talking about the levy, or it's a Rich Gage's cover image video where he said a speech with critical things of public interest.
Couple minutes left there, Rich, okay?
Thank you, sir. Now, I'm not proclaiming that that's conclusive evidence. I do think it's suggesting evidence that those videos, those type of videos, those 2 type of videos are bringing in public participation, and from that context, it's a positive thing. And if you're doing these meetings to get views, views are really just a tool of communication, human to human, one to many, many to many. It's an incredible technology, and it isn't something we should use to weaponize and put down a citizen in a public meeting. Now, I would say even if I'm right on my stats, even if I'm right on what I'm somewhat concluding, that it's bringing public participation to this body, I would put to you that those viewers don't always get it right. And I would put as evidence a video you put out there, Delhi Presents the Night Before Christmas. 48 views. My favorite video on that website is that video, The Night Before Christmas. Y'all were awesome in it. I'm not saying all y'all, but Bob, his little telephone bit, that was awesome. And so right now it has 48 views. I'd like to see if the public's out there and you want to appease me, you want to do a favor for me, go out and look at that video on the Delhi website. It's a great video. If you want to know who the people are in Delhi working in this government and you want to know from the positive side of things, I think it's a great marketing video and I think it's focused on the right thing. And so I try and get that more views. Can I get a time check, please?
It's about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. I think I'll leave it at that for tonight. And I would say without the views that this township is getting, they wouldn't know a lot of truth that I've been saying in the speeches I've been coming up and saying. And there's a lot more truth that I'm ready to say in upcoming meetings. And I put together my speeches and it's positive, titled, You May Not Want to Know, But I Do. And it lays out a lot of things going on in Delhi that these folks in Delhi will never know about through this government body. You will only find out through independent journalism of people like me making sacrifices, over $2,000 in the hole, my sacrifice, to get what this guy thinks is a profit to me. Did I do it for like the fame or the views, or some people accuse me of doing it for the money? No, sir. Thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you. Trustee Spears?
Thank you. Nope.
Sorry, stop. Thank you for coming up. That was very nice.
Trustee Seavey?
I have nothing, thank you.
And thanks, Mr. Gates, for coming up. I agree. I don't think any of us go out of our way to abuse anyone that will come up, but I do like your point of being nice and promoting things that are nice and things that build us together. We can be here and point fingers at each other for the things that divide, but let's focus on what actually unites. So appreciate you also taking your time to come up here again and just voice your thoughts. That's government in action, so thank you. We now have